All right,
This one has 0 calories, 0 sweeteners,
you
0
guys,
sodium.
welcome back to Find Your Beach podcast, everybody.
Don't you hate it when your water has too much sodium in it? Anyways, this one has a twisted berry flavor. They have multiple flavors.
Are you all done?
Yep.
You done with this bit? You having a good time, babe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having a fucking great time. Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, welcome back to Find Your Beach, everybody. I'm Rosebud. This is Andy. You know our names.
Hey.
First of all, I want to shout out everybody who has left us a new review this week. Those of you who have not left us a review on iTunes, what the fuck are you doing? Get over to iTunes. Leave us a review. We got one from Lulu12345. Best way to start the day. I adore listening to them fight in the morning while I make coffee and my kids' lunch. It's like hanging out with a really funny married couple with enviable chemistry. Aw, thanks. You think this is chemistry? We fucking hate each other.
Yeah, we put it on.
All right. This one's from Kels. Who else? You know Kels.
We know Kels.
Couple goals. Rosebud and Andy gave me hope in finding a relationship where it's equal parts roasting, equal parts butthole talk, and a few sweet gestures along the way. These two put a dark, funny spin on all aspects of life, and it's truly gotten me through quarantine. If you join the Patreon, you may be lucky enough to be roasted by these two icons. Love y'all. Kels, we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
You're the
Kels.
best. We fucking love Kels. She got into the fucking VI Bistro while she's driving and FaceTiming in on Zoom. I love the way Kels lives. I do.
Kels is...
She's balls to the wall.
Even if she's sober, she's kind of wine drunk. And
Yeah.
That's what we like about her.
I like it. She's got single mom energy.
She's got great stepmom energy.
Great stepmom energy. Are you kidding me?
She
I
also
actually have good stepmom energy
She's
myself.
from my hometown, so we have a lot of, so is Zach Werfel. Zach Werfel's from Seattle as well.
Hell yeah.
Our young whippersnapper, promising young comic.
Yep. Give me one of those lozenges. Thank you. It'd be so funny if they all found out that these are OxyContin.
Yeah, we're just popping them. Dude, I was with a guy the other day, real quick.
Yeah.
He was talking about going to see a movie, and he was like, I don't know, I took an OxyContin before I saw it, so maybe it wasn't that good. I was like, you took a what?
You did what?
Uh-huh. I sounded like I was on OxyContin.
What movie had he seen?
He saw, it was something recently, a big movie recently. Maybe it was a space movie, whatever we were talking about. But I was like,
What a weird casual drug.
Nobody does OxyContin like that. I've never heard of anybody being like, I take it sometimes just for kicks. Like, OxyContin is like if you just wanted to step into God's vagina. It's not like I'm going to go out and do stuff kind of drug.
Yeah, stay home. Watch a movie at home or lay in a bath and maybe drown.
Yeah. But happy.
Anyway, you guys,
happy.
if you haven't joined the Patreon yet, head over to www.patreon.com/findyourbeach and join the Patreon. You get an extra episode every week. You get to see more content. If you're the Mahalo members, you get what else? What's one of the Mahalo perks?
You get to see you get the Patreon episode, the extra video.
Yeah, you get the Patreon episode and the Patreon video. And then for the VI Bistros, VI Beaches, you get free tickets to shows.
Wow.
You get comped to come see us live.
Wow.
You get once a month we do a Zoom VI Bistro with all of our VI Beaches. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, head over to patreon.com/findyourbeach and join.
Speaking of which,
join our Patreon.
I'd like to shout out some of our new patrons.
Hell yeah.
We got one, and her name is Claire Bevan, and I think she was there tonight. It was really nice to meet you.
Yeah, Claire, turn your camera on next time.
Yeah.
We want to see you.
You weirdo. But welcome to the beach, Claire. You're
we
a
love
VIP,
you.
and that means you get to basically do whatever the hell you want. You kind of live above the law at the beach.
You do.
So, let's say you saw
Dip
a
your
Mahalo
toes in the
person,
sand, you
and
know?
you just kicked him in the face. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You paid for that, right?
Yeah, you're living under VI Beach law.
I want to read a couple other things.
did you wanna read?
First of all, I guess apparently
It's Bible verses.
Yeah, just if we could get them Psalms real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I look like the lead singer from Iceland's Eurovision entry. So we'll have to look that up. I guess I also look like Milk, the drag queen.
Yeah,
But
you do.
Amy Needy, and also Amy Needy, she wants us to set up a WhatsApp for some reason. We're gonna work on that so that we can communicate with you guys as easily too. I think it's for bad advice. I'm not sure because they can't just text a American
well, you guys
number.
can also send in, if you're a Patreon member, you can just send us bad advice questions via Patreon.
Also, anybody can email us at fybpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So there's that. I'll look up this Eurovision person and tell you whether I'm offended or flattered.
He's going to be offended.
No, probably good-looking guy. And then somebody also told us, I guess, we keep on asking what that game is that the bros play.
Yeah.
And it's called...
The bros are basically the 20-year-olds that live on the roof across from us. And I say live on the roof because they spend most of their time shirtless working out together on a rooftop that like our window looks out onto. So we just get to see them, chilling,
Raging,
partying.
Lakin Keen told us that the game is called Beer Die because you use a dice.
Did I tell you I was making fun of... Sorry, go ahead.
She just said die up, bros.
Oh, okay. Well, I was making fun of one of the parties that was going on those roofs.
Yeah.
And
oh, you were making fun of the jam band cover band.
Yeah, they had like there's like 30-year-olds
that live on the higher roof.
On the higher roof, and you can tell they're 30-year-olds because they have like organizing power. You know what I mean? Like they put together a band for
and
their
also
friends.
it's a nicer roof. The lower roof is like a weight set, beer pong table, and a few like random found
It's just
chairs.
dirty. Yeah, it's dirty. But the upper roof, they have like a punching
torches.
bag. Don't say tiki torches.
They have like the lights. What are those called?
The string lights.
String lights.
Patio lights. They have a fucking tent. They brought in a band. Anyway, I was making fun of them because I was like, if I had never met anybody after high school, I would be at this party right now. And I filmed it. I put it on my Instagram. Literally 2 minutes later, somebody hits me up and goes, "Hey, do you want to come to the party?"
Yeah, we're
I was
at
like,
this
"Oh
party
shit, this is my
that
demo."
you're making fun of.
It was fun though. I was like, "No, I don't want to come to the party, but God bless you. This is hilarious."
What a nice way to respond to that. You're roasting them.
Yeah, I love that.
Katie Feller wrote, "Yes, I can come this time." Katie did not show up, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck, Katie?
I think she probably thought it was 7 p.m. PST. That's what I'm scared about.
And then I guess definitely Chandler is going to maybe come to South Carolina. That's great news.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we got some big shows coming up. I got one in Illinois. Andy's got one in Chicago. I got one in South Carolina, Charleston.
But I'll be there.
And Andy will be there. So, yeah, it's going to be a really good time.
Oh, and also I really want to I'll say it at the end of the episode. It's
Okay.
fine. But I'm going to be in San Francisco in August. What? I'll just say it. I'm recording my album.
Fuck yeah.
It's probably going to be visually recorded. I'm going to do a visual album. Okay,
Like Beyonce?
But yeah, so I'm going to record my album. I believe the date is August 20th. I'll have to check that really quick. But please come out to that. If you're in the San Francisco area, if you know somebody in San Francisco, it's going to be at the Punchline where I recorded my first album, one of the greatest clubs in the world, and I'm not exagerating. And it's
going to be one of the greatest albums in the world,
August
too.
21st. So come on out, San Francisco. I love you, NorCal. Please wear your flat brim baseball hats and bring your Sons of Anarchy, energy, E40, Filipino food. Let's do it. Go off, King. Yes. Anyways.
Go off, King. Yes.
I had an idea for today's episode.
What was it?
We were watching videos last night that were about narcissism.
Yeah, we were. We had one of our like old school nights last night where we stayed up till 5 a.m. doing fucking nothing. I mean, well, not nothing, but
we
were doing
first
fucking.
Of all, I gotta say this. I was super lucky. I hit up Michael Che. He had an extra ticket to the Knicks game. For some reason, he invited me. I can't understand why, because he's Michael Che, and also it's a Knicks playoff game.
You're friends with him.
I know, but it's like if I was famous, I would there would be a hierarchy to which friends I gave. I'm an asshole. That's why I'm not famous. Anyways, I did not think I earned it. I wasn't like, I'm not a super Knicks fan, you know, like it was just the playoffs game. It's a big deal for people who are Knicks fans, but I was super excited to go. And it was like the greatest fucking experience. Like I was riding a high last night. Like I don't even think I drank an energy drink or anything. I just was up.
Yeah.
Like at 5 a.m. I was still just like, that Obi dunk was like so fucking. We were third row. I was sitting by Julianne Moore and Spike Lee. It was insane. Anyways, we watched some TV, and then eventually we got to YouTube, and so we started watching different YouTube clips. These clips came up about narcissism and like how to detect narcissism, and I thought we could take the "Are You a Narcissist?" test.
No.
Yeah. And,
no. This
so
is gonna be bad for me.
these are, the multiple choice. This is a 3-minute test. It's pretty
We
quick.
were wondering out loud if we were narcissists.
Yeah, we kept on being like, am I a narcissist? Because it'd be like, you get mad when people don't listen to your story first or something.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, duh.
But there's like, the answer is never, rarely, sometimes, often, very often.
Okay.
So, ready?
Yeah.
Do you experience an exaggerated sense of self-importance?
So what is it? Always, never?
Never, rarely, sometimes, often, very often.
I would say sometimes.
Okay. Do you expect to be seen as superior to other people? I'd say you don't really do that, but I don't know.
I mean, sometimes.
Okay. Do you exaggerate your talents or accomplishments?
No.
Never or rarely?
Never.
Okay. Do you require constant admiration from others?
Require?
That's what it says.
I would say prefer, but require?
Sometimes or often?
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you engage in fantasies about being successful,
Wait,
powerful?
read me that last one again.
Do you
Hold on. I don't know. That was a tricky one.
read me that last one once more and look me in the eyes and tell me I'm beautiful while you do it.
Yeah.
Do you require constant admiration from others?
What's the thing between never and sometimes?
Rarely. I'm going to say sometimes.
I'm going to say sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to go with sometimes.
Do you engage in fantasies about being successful, powerful, or beautiful?
Always.
Very often?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you expect total compliance from others?
No.
Never or rarely?
Rarely.
Okay. Do you struggle to recognize the emotions and needs of other people?
No. Never.
Okay. Do others perceive you as arrogant or haughty?
I don't know. Guys, they
say,
sound sarcastic.
I'm going to give that a sometimes.
Okay.
How likely are you to expect special treatment or favors from others?
To expect it?
Yep.
Rarely.
Okay. How likely are you to experience heightened jealousy about the success or accomplishment of others?
Often.
Okay, good. I mean, I definitely
Yeah, often.
I have very often. How likely are you to insist on having the best of everything? Office, car, home, etc. I mean, you eat fucking fried cheese every night for dinner, so
It's the best fried cheese.
it's really not.
It is. And I would say rarely.
How likely
No,
are-
actually, I would say sometimes.
Okay. How
Well, actually, I might say somewhat.
You know what? This was a shocker. So like Rosebud is pretty bare bones as far as like her needs. Like she's not like afraid to like
Wait, what's this story gonna be?
I'm going to say hold on.
Okay.
Like she's not like above like
nervous.
wearing a shirt from ASOS, you know? Like it's like she doesn't need to go to like Barney's or whatever, the new, Net-a-Porter or whatever. She doesn't even know what Net-a-Porter is.
I do. I have the app.
Okay.
Gaylord.
Do you buy stuff from there?
No?
Okay. So anyways, I brought her Dunkin' today instead of Starbucks because Dunkin' is just easier to walk the dogs to because I don't have to like navigate.
Dunkin' sucks.
Anyways, she literally goes, "Ugh, you brought me Dunkin'?" That was what her reaction to me bringing her coffee in bed was. And also, you know the first thing she said to me this morning?
What?
Baby, can you rub my back? And then the next thing was, ugh, Duncan. All right. How likely
You said, and you were so good, you were like, hey, that's not what you say when someone brings you coffee in the morning. I was like, oops. You're right.
She was spot on. Okay. So, how likely are you to assume that others are jealous of your talents and success?
To assume that, I mean, I'm surrounded by comedians, so I would say often.
Okay. So, let's see. Little or no indication of narcissistic personality disorder.
Yes, bitch. I'm better than all of you.
Wow. That's great, babe.
I'm the fucking best.
It said, for my answer, it just said monk.
It didn't say
I don't know what
monk.
that
Give me
means.
the fucking test.
I think it just
Give me the
says-
test, Andy.
We can't repeat the questions?
Yes, we can. Give me that fucking test.
Hold on.
Give me the test.
Give me the test. Give me the test. You son of a bitch. All right.
It's a 3-minute test.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Fast. This is a lightning round. Do you experience an exaggerated sense of self-importance?
Sometimes.
Do you expect to be seen as superior to other people?
Sometimes.
Do you exaggerate your talents or accomplishments?
Often.
Do you require constant admiration from others?
Rarely.
Do you engage in fantasies about being successful, powerful, or beautiful?
Very often.
Do you expect total compliance from others?
Rarely.
Do you struggle to recognize the emotions and needs of other people?
Sometimes.
Do others perceive you as arrogant or haughty?
Yes.
Uh,
I would say often.
okay. Are you likely to expect special treatment or favors?
Sometimes.
All right. How likely are you to experience heightened jealousy about the success or accomplishments of others?
Often.
How likely are you to insist on having the best of everything?
Is that very often? For that last one, should I say very often?
Yes.
Okay.
Very often. How likely are you to insist on having the best of everything?
Often.
How likely are you to assume that others are jealous of your talents and success?
Rarely.
Okay. So weird. It says moderate indication of narcissistic personality disorder.
Fuck, I scored higher than her. The monster in the room.
That's because I put everything as very often.
Did you?
Yeah. I didn't listen to a single answer you put.
Oh,
I just
you
wrote very
bitch.
often every time.
Wow.
Bitch.
How dare you disrespect me?
I won the narcissist test.
Wow.
I'm
Anyways,
better than you.
we're both narcissists. Actually, you're not. God, I hate that you're like fucking more evolved than I am.
What are you talking about?
I just hate it.
What do you mean more evolved?
I think you're just like, you're more evolved. Don't like it.
Can you say that in a nicer way?
Babe, I'm so inspired to have a partner who's just evolved and eats poop out of the garbage.
Hey.
You know, like somebody who digs through the trash like a gremlin and goes, poop, yay, dessert poop.
I'm a dessert raccoon.
Okay, well, so we know that now.
That was a good idea.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, I try.
I think it's important to take tests like that, you know?
I want to know what my...
Because otherwise you'd have to see a
For-
therapist and have them actually, you know,
I want to know
like
what
make an assessment.
my 4-letter thing is. Like int J or whatever.
Oh, yeah. We should do an episode about that.
Yeah, I'm down.
We should do the next episode should be our fucking whatever it is, personality types.
Myers-Briggs?
Yep. There it is.
Wow. Man of the arts.
I think I tried to do that with you at one point.
You did, and then you found some new test that was like, what's your color or something.
Yeah, I got excited.
I think we did that on this show, right?
I don't know.
We talked about it?
I have no idea.
Man, time flies when you're having fun with your spouse.
With your spouse.
With your spouse.
Do you have fun with me?
Of course I do.
Still?
Yeah, it's only been like 9 months.
Yeah, but it's been longer.
You mean because of...
COVID.
I don't know. Like, I don't think it would be that different. We're comedians. It's not like we would have been going to work.
I really do.
We would have been on the road more.
I was talking to Chrissy D tonight, and he was like, "How do you like being married?" And I was like, "I fucking love it."
DeStefano.
Yeah.
Big get.
Dude, he was hanging out with fucking John Gotti's hitman outside of the cellar tonight.
Yeah, he had him on his podcast. He talked about it. He said that that guy came over, and it was like in his living room they recorded, and his daughter is in the room, and the guy's like talking about like killing lots of people.
Yeah.
Insane.
I was just looking at him just going like, if you stood this guy up in a lineup with every single person outside of the cellar, and it was packed tonight, like the sidewalk you couldn't even get through, right? If you put him in a lineup with every other guy outside of the cellar, and you were like, one of these guys is John Gotti's hitman, and one of these guys is a club promoter, I would point to the same guy.
Yeah.
I would be like, it's that guy.
How old was he? 50, 60?
He had to be like 50s,
Wow.
late 40s, 50s.
I worked with a guy.
He's probably had work done, honestly.
Yeah, I worked with a guy at the moving company that used to be like an enforcer for the mob. And then he got shot with a machine gun and went to prison and stuff like that.
You worked at the moving company with this guy?
Yeah, he was
What the fuck did he lift after being shot with a machine gun?
He couldn't do stairs very well, but otherwise he was very strong. But I always wondered why we had the same job. Because, you know, he chose crime and I chose
Comedy.
my dream.
Yeah. That's pretty upsetting.
Yeah, so kids, here's my advice. Pick crime, because it's honestly, you're going to have better stories.
He probably has better savings, too.
Yeah. Well, that's up to the person, you know. That's kind of just a
Depends
personal...
on how good you are at crime,
Yeah.
you know. But either way, you're going to get more money than you are doing comedy. Which leads me to our bad advice question.
Are we there?
I don't know where we are. How long have we been going, guys?
23.
23?
Oh, that's a good time to
Okay,
do
cool.
bad advice.
So here's our bad advice question for tonight. Oh, Joanne just texted me. Our neighbor Joanne,
Are the dogs
who
okay?
seems to, yes, she's asking, are we back soon? Yes, we'll be back
Great pod stuff
in
here.
30.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about this. Sorry about that, guys.
They know too much.
They know too much. So, this is from Ryan, okay? Hello, my name is Ryan. I saw your number on Instagram. I said, screw it. I'm starting to get into open mic stand-up, and I'd love some tips, advice, and pointers if you can spare a moment. Now, normally, Ryan,
We'd give you good advice.
we'd give you good advice, but this is the bad advice segment of the podcast. And, well,
Here's my first thing.
'kay.
Fuck everything that moves.
Absolutely.
Fuck anything and everything that moves.
Consensually.
Fuck waitresses at clubs. Fuck
Consensually.
bookers.
Consensually.
Yeah, all these. Our bad advice does not break the law
Yeah.
when it comes to sex, and manipulate people for spot time.
It's a really good idea.
Argue about money.
Always argue about money.
Yeah.
When you start doing clubs and they give you a door deal, make sure you stand in the back of the room and count every audience member. Come up to them with your own tally, which says to them, subtly and directly, I don't trust you.
And then also, when they say we papered a few of these, say, I didn't agree to that.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Say that's your fault.
Okay.
That's your loss.
Steal jokes.
Steal as many jokes as possible.
Especially dead comics. They can't defend themselves.
Mitch
And
Hedberg.
find out what lots of comics are doing bits about. Do those bits. You know?
Yeah,
Kinda like
if there's
steal
like
9 bits,
if you know like
make it your
100
own.
white guys that have jokes about smoking weed,
Or Tinder.
do those jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just people want to feel safe, and new is not safe, right?
Yeah, they want to, they want the mozzarella sticks of comedy.
And
They want the Friends reunion of comedy.
Yeah.
They want to see something that makes them feel safe.
your first and be disingenuous on stage. That's
Absolutely,
a big thing.
yeah.
another big opportunity that I want you to think about is someday you will get to a point where you'll have your first exposure to industry. It'll probably not be somebody that important, but immediately after your set, go up and just take all of their attention from anybody else in the room.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what conversation they're in. Walk up with a fucking hard copy of an 8x10 headshot that you've signed yourself.
Yeah.
Give it to them. Say, that's going to be worth something someday, kid.
Yeah.
Even if they're 54 or whatever, just call them kid. And make sure that you smack them on the side of the cheek really patronizingly.
Yeah. And say, I'll see you out there.
I'll see you out there.
And then another thing I would do, this is a really good idea, is if you go to like a festival and you get on a show, but there's like some bookers around, maybe like a late night booker or maybe like some agents.
Right.
And you go, hey, just say your name like, duh, you know me, right?
Yeah.
You know? And if they say that they haven't seen you yet or heard of you, throw a fucking fit.
Yeah, if they're holding a clipboard, smack it on the ground.
Yeah, if they go, oh, I'm sorry, I missed your set. You go, you fucking missed it?
Take their phone.
What
Grab
the
their
fuck
phone
were
out
you
of their
doing?
hand. Grab their phone out of their hand. Say, give me your airdrop shit. I'm going to airdrop my set to you right now.
Yeah.
You airdrop your set onto their phone. Hopefully it's 45 minutes or more, and it takes a really long time.
Yeah.
You know?
Annotate it. Send them the hard copy.
And then also, the first time you meet somebody who says that they run a bringer show, tell them you can bring about 17 people. Call your entire extended family.
Yes.
Make sure you go up last on that bringer show.
Friends.
There'll be about 24 comics that go on before you. Each of them is going to be doing 15.
Yeah. Make sure you invite all your friends from high school that you want to prove that you've finally kind of turned a corner and you've found something you're going to be successful
Yeah.
at.
So you guys think your wedding's important? You haven't seen shit yet.
Yeah.
Make them watch your first 15 minutes of comedy.
Yeah. And wing it, you know?
Just don't even plan it. Just get up there and just talk.
Get up. You're the funny guy
Be
at the party.
comfortable in the silence.
Be that guy.
Yeah. That's probably the best advice we could possibly give him.
Yeah, I would say, move to a few, like, don't just go straight to New York or LA.
Yeah.
Hit a few like second tier cities: Chicago, Minneapolis, Nashville, Austin,
Detroit.
and burn every bridge. And I'm talking fucking
Everyone you meet.
Dresden, baby. Like,
Yeah.
hit it. You know,
Burn the fucking city to the ground.
No comic is going to be your friend and give you an opportunity later on in life. That is something that we both learned the hard way. We tried to be nice to everybody. We tried to be respectful and courteous and democratic. It did not help us at all.
Yeah.
Burn those bridges, throw those people under buses, be the bus driver.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. You know?
This is speed. And that baby carriage is coming, and that's all the comics that are in your way. And guess what? It's
You're gonna
not
have
full
to
of
hit it.
cans.
You're gonna
It's
have to
full of
hit it.
comics.
Yeah. You're going to have to drive right over that baby carriage.
And it's full of all your friends.
So,
I think that's a good enough place to kind of call it a night.
yeah, I think that's the clip, actually.
Yeah.
Comedy advice.
Comedy advice.
All right. You guys.
My album. That's the most important thing you have going this summer. Get out there. San Francisco.
My special
August
is also
21st.
coming out, but thank you.
Don't worry about that. You have bigger things to do. You got to buy a plane ticket, not a YouTube subscription. All right?
Nobody buys a YouTube
Don't do
subscription
it.
except for Gary Haynes.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Get rid of all your screens. You want to see somebody live. You want to be the laugh we hear in the album.
But I will be releasing my special.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, so that'll be coming out on YouTube, and my album will also be coming out.
Don't sweat. Don't put too much stuff on your plate. August 21st. That's all we need to worry about. We got to get to 8/21.
I swear to God, I'm gonna get pregnant and ruin your plan.
Financial District, San Francisco.
Okay.
Zodiac Killer. All right?
You guys, if you want some bad advice, you can text us at 917-540-8395. Text us your bad advice questions.
We love
all right?
you.
We want to answer it on the pod. Make sure you join the Patreon if you haven't already. www.patreon.com/findyourbeach. If you can't do that, leave us a review on iTunes and watch this on YouTube. Go to Rosebud Baker on YouTube, and it's all the Find Your Beach episodes are on there. We love you. What's the next thing we always say? Wash your hands. Don't lick your lover's eyeballs. And don't fucking spit in their mouths unless it's a committed monogamous relationship. Quiet Place 2 is coming out. Baby in the Box. Bye.
Bye.